So people come up to me and ask me, Dave, what are you playing? And I'll tell them, right now, I'm playing Anomaly, Warzone Earth. This game came out just last week on Xbox Live Arcade. To those people, I say, wow, aren't you behind on the times? This game was a huge part of the 2011 Steam end of the year sales, and was part of the first Humble Indie Bundle for Android. So, as you can guess, that's when I got my game, was the Humble Indie Bundle for Android. I will say this, bit of a shock playing the PC version. Just a bit of a shock. I've gotten all the way to the last mission and story mode on the Android version, but there's one or two changes that actually kind of throw me off. I'll kind of show you. Let's get into the fourth stage here, and we'll kind of get I'll kind of get into the meat of this game by 3-Bit Studio, by a little company called 3-Bit Studios. I'm assuming their name isn't binary, otherwise I'm going to be horribly, horribly off here.
You're looking at a map of Baghdad. We've intercepted a faint radio signal emanating from the research center in Riyadh. We have reason to believe the signals caused increased enemy activity in the area. You'll be going in under the cover of night. Your objective is to fight your way through to the research center in Riyadh and find out what the hell's been going on there. Backup for this mission is limited, so play smart with what you've got.
Alright, so our squad commander kind of gave us a little bit of a briefing of what exactly is going to be going on here. For the most part, this game, the most common way I've heard it described is reverse tower defense, and that is actually very apt, in that you aren't so much as you can see, the enemies have a lot of stationary defenses, and you pretty much, instead of the enemies coming towards you, you come to them. Other than that, it is pretty standard tower defense fare, I'll be honest. You do have to deal with, like, waves of... You still do have to upgrade your buy and upgrade units and manage them carefully. Thing that really throws me is the Android version, like, well, we'll get into it. You can see on the left side we have, like, a bunch of power-ups and stuff, like the repair. There's a repair, there's a smoke screen, and I believe that is the decoy. I'm surprised that they give us that so early in this version. They don't give us that in the PC version till... Wait, is there... The first when I get in the Android version, when they give us a decoy, there's also a certain enemy that comes with it. Nope, that's not there. Alright, so, I was getting a little worried there about a certain enemy coming up. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start off by purchasing units. They gave us $200 to start with for this mission, and that pretty much only gives us money for 2 APCs. Those are pretty decent units. I'll say one complaint, though, is that they don't give us a large variety of units, but the units they do give us aren't half bad, so, you know, I'm not going to complain, so... it's just that later you do kind of, for the most part, the crawler and the APC are pretty much like your bread and butter, and you'll be fine using mostly them for the game, so you never really have to worry too much. And if it seems like I'm taking a very roundabout route, well, I honestly am, and that's mostly just so I can get all these little glittery things on the map. Those are essentially money pickups. You get money not just from killing enemies, but from those things. So, you know, when you only start with $200, you gotta take what you can get for cash. All right, I think that's a good starting route. Let's start our patrol. And the thing that really kind of threw me off from going from PC version to Android version.
Got some fine new supplies for you. Don't use them all up at once now, you hear?
Yeah. Is, well, the fact that we actually have a little guy that we have to walk about.
Listen up, 14. This new toy is called a decoy.
Ah, yeah.
Decoys distract the enemy, drawing its fire away from your platoon.
See, I mentioned this one. Oh wait, actually, you know what? Since we have the decoys, this is going to actually be a good chance to show them off. Although, I imagine they're going to be a lot harder to use in this version. In the Android version, it's pretty much just touch where you want to drop your decoys or your healing ores or your smoke screens or your airstrikes. Yes, there are airstrikes. We don't get to see those for much later. But yeah, so let's go ahead and change our route on the fly.
Decoys are only effective while you're in range of the enemy. Wait for your targets to fire, then let those decoys loose.
Yeah, no problem. So let me see. We'll go ahead and drop a decoy here. And the thing that really... The mere fact that we actually have to get into range of the enemy is actually a little bit unnerving for my first time. Whoa! Oh wait, no, it's Alt. Sorry, I'm forgetting that it's Alt to drop your stuff. So the APCs actually are doing a good job. But yeah, your commander unit, your avatar, essentially actually does have a health bar that you have to kind of watch out for. He can't take too many hits, and if you die, then...
Heads up, 14. Supplies incoming. Not even your mamas were this good to you. And
if you die, well, you're gonna be kind of unable to help your teammate, and that usually leads to their death.
We got visual on the enemy! Take it to him!
Alright, no, I keep forgetting what button I need to press here. Yeah, let's go place a decoy here.
Hell yeah!
Little overkill to distract them with, but anything helps, I say. So yeah, we really get to see just how involved this game is, besides just, you know, just... I gotta remember what key's which here. I was doing fine when I was playing this earlier, trying to get past the tutorial stages for this recording, but, for the most part, this game is it's a very interesting idea. I gotta say that much. You know, it's a different take on tower defense, and I gotta give them, you know, it deserves a round of applause for just that. I mean, tower defense as a genre is, I hate to say stale, but it really doesn't. There really isn't that much that I feel that can be done with it. But when you throw in clever little ideas like this, actually having things go like completely the opposite of what you're expecting, well, it adds a nice bit of variety. I mean, it's kind of nice to be, and we'll throw in and anyway, I just bought a crawler here. Those are the missile units, essentially. So yeah, we have our basic machine gun units and our missile units. Let's just go to town. You'll pretty much be using these two for most of the game.
Just point me where the action's at, sir.
And actually have to walk to take your pickups is a little strange coming from the Android version where you just touch and go. But
target neutralized.
But the whole fact that you actually have to pick them up actually makes things a lot more interesting, since, you know, you could probably just leave your units completely unattended, then to go grab pickups and double tap, and then you're all good to go. Alright, let's go ahead and drop another healing unit for these guys.
We're halfway to dead, sir!
Yes, I kind of noticed. Uh-oh. I hate those beam guys. They're probably one of the most painful things that we'll be dealing with. The smoke screen kind of throws them off a bit.
Heavy damage! We need support now!
Unfortunately, I can't provide any support without, Oh! The airdrop provided me just what I was looking for. Thank you. Go ahead, guys. Heal up. You're gonna need it for this next barrage.
Go weapons hot!
Alright, and let's go ahead and drop another decoy here. That should...
Taking it down!
That's a really poor placement on my part, but...
Enemy machine down! We're halfway to dead, sir!
And they're probably going to be dying much faster once that beam gets a hold of them. Oh well. But for the most part, I do have to say that I enjoy this game a lot more than I make it seem like I do. So, yeah, who am I kidding? That guy's dead on arrival. But how the hell are they just? Kind of used to the beam guys acting a little bit differently there. Oh well, just have to make do with what we're given. That's
Wait till they get a load of me.
All right, so I think we're. You know what, let's go ahead and maybe I'll go ahead and upgrade one of my APCs, and let's go ahead and change the route. We kind of cleared out all the money drops, so we don't want to head straight. Those laser cannons pretty much can they call them scorchers. They can only shoot straight ahead. The enemies get a nice wide variety of towers, though, so I gotta give them credit for. I gotta say that I gotta applaud them for that much. I do love how like the enemies will pretty much throw every dirty trick in the book at you. So they get like a area of effect things. They get things that heal and they get guys that'll actually shut off your units. It's obnoxious dealing with them all, but it makes the game a lot more of a challenge, and wait till you see the final mission against the alien mothership. Whoo, boy, is that a royal pain in the ass. Let's go ahead and fast forward, because this is going to be a long trek without much firepower, so it's going to be a little... Any second, boys.
I see him, take him out! Taking it down!
Oh, I forgot that there was a strangler there. And we hit our first...
Enemy targeting range! Go weapons hot!
And we hit our checkpoint, so let's go ahead and just get everyone back up to full, and we
can... new supplies for you.
Yes, smoke screen. No, smoke screen here.
Outstanding, sir!
And they've got... And the
enemy eliminated!
And the troops certainly dropped us a lot of airstrikes, so, I mean, a lot of decoys.
Enemy unit killed! Alright!
Hold on, let me go ahead and plant a decoy down here, just to be a dick. Yeah, go ahead and scorch a decoy.
Hey, where's our backup?
Oh, whoa. I'm really... as you can see, it really gets to be a bit of a... You really have to focus to not let your units die here, and it really helps if you can actually build up a very solid combo. Placing a decoy here, and that should do a good job to just draw fire away from my guys, and while I'm at it, let's set up the repair station. Wow, and now I guess, let's just go ahead and upgrade my missile pods here. So they do the bulk of the damage, it feels like. Although we can't discount the APCs, they do decent damage. I'll say one thing is like, later on we'll get tanks, and I honestly find them useless. They're just like upgraded APCs, but with slow firing cannons instead of the nice machine guns. Which, oh well, take your lumps sometimes. All right, that works. And maybe go ahead and repair my lead APC, because he's the one who's taking all the alpha strikes. Yeah, alright, let's go. Oh, I did not realize we can actually...
Hello? Can anyone hear me? This is Professor Veronica Sharp. I'm trapped in a building in Rio. I'm trapped inside the hangar, surrounded by some kind of machines.
Help is on the way. Remain where you are. We're almost there. Take it
Those
down.
turrets look like they got hit with a missile strike. I mean, they're already a little weakened, so this should be easy for us. But yeah, but looks like we're about to get our third unit, and it's definitely as stable as far as the various units we get in this game. It's a shield unit, so we're going to be... Let me tell you this much, for most of the game I honestly do use just APCs at the front and the rear, a shield, and a bunch of...
Thank you. The thought of dying here is just too awful.
Don't worry, Professor. We'll make sure you don't die here. What the hell's that thing you're driving?
It's an energy field generator. Maybe you'll find some use for it. After all, I do owe you one. It generates an energy field that can shield 2 nearby units. Your best bet is to keep it in the center of the formation.
Much obliged, Professor. We'll put it through its paces later. Right now, we have to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, shield's really useful, because it looked like...
We've located some flat terrain to the north, about a click from your current location. Could be a good place to set up a landing strip. Your objective is to navigate to that area and clear it of any hostiles.
No problem, buddy.
What the hell are those?
Oh god, they are bringing out the heavy hitters. And here I thought that... The Android version just has those guys out right at the beginning.
Behemoths. At least, that's what we named them, before they wiped out my research team. We never stood a chance. They can take down multiple targets, but they're slow. Very slow.
I don't like the look of this. Listen up, people. Our primary objective is to clear that landing strip of hostiles. Professor Sharp will drive the shield generator, so watch her back. Now get moving. You don't get paid overtime.
Roger that, General. We're moving out.
Lovely. So yeah, the shield generator is probably a very staple unit. Honestly, it feels like the majority of my tactics playing the Android version are just APCs, missile launchers, and shield generators. Although later on I switched to dragon tanks, because flamethrower units are honestly a little broken. But that's way late game. You don't have to worry about that now. But yeah, those dragon guys, those guys over there, the giant things. Not a fan of them, but they are very easy to deal with. So it's just go ahead, charge down, set down a decoy, and just laugh as he dies to pretty much just the fact that he takes so long to turn around. Let me see here. And go ahead and place down another decoy here. I have a diamond. These are a dime a dozen right now.
We're hit!
Ooh, whoa. Alright, here. Don't worry, I'm coming with the repairs. And as well as maybe just go ahead and throw down more decoys, because these guys certainly need it. Yeah, the shields pretty much auto-regen health, so they're immensely useful in that aspect. Needs a little more cash to upgrade the shields. Ouch! This is one area of the game where having the actual avatar for my unit is probably does more harm than good for me. But now let's just go ahead and upgrade the shield unit. That shield is so damn handy.
We're halfway to Denver.
I can hear ya. This game does get hectic trying to manage all the units on screen at once and manage.
All threats eliminated.
Not all of them. Still have to deal with those two guys right over there. Whew. Should be fun. You have to forgive me. You think I've played a good bit of the. Like I said, I played a good bit of this, but yeah, you got the general idea of the game now. The enemy variety. They do slowly introduce a nice variety of enemies throughout the whole game. So it has that. So they're very gradual, and once you get like the halfway point of the game, they actually have unlock a kind of a horde mode of sorts, where you basically waves upon waves of enemies just appear out of nowhere, and
we kicked some ass.
And well, that is, well, for lack of a better term, a very creative endeavor, because, you know, you think with this, I mean, it makes sense in a tower defense game, but this isn't your normal tower defense game.
Whoever these hostiles are, they picked the wrong platoon to mess with. Stand down and prepare to evacuate.
Yeah, and then you'll deal with the mothership that crashed, and that's basically the general story of the game. Mothership crashes, aliens start popping up all over the place, and it's your job to investigate what this mothership actually is and what's going on here. And I did pretty not bad on the leaderboards for this mission, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much your average mission. That's pretty much your average mission for this game. Should help. And yes, I remember this one very well. The story seems a little bit different from the Android version, from what I remember. You don't actually breach the barrier that protects the anomaly until like close to halfway through the game, and there's this very annoying escort mission there. But I haven't seen that in the PC version, thank God, which is weird considering the Android version came second. Whatever. Android version though, beautiful graphics. It like pretty much matches the PC version, which is quite amazing. It looks nice on my Galaxy Nexus 720p screen. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead and wrap it up there, though I could probably back out and show some of the extras. I'm guessing Baghdad Mayhem and Tokyo Raid are the two wave-style modes. They just call them Squad Assault in the Android version. I haven't checked out extras, though. I'm guessing there's a... Oh, this is like bonus DLC missions and stuff, and the Winter Rescue was from the special Christmas achievement thing that they did. So yeah, for the end of the year Steam sale. I just got that achievement. I can't believe I didn't pick this game up earlier. So yeah, that's been Anomaly Warzone Earth. I honestly think it's worth a purchase, and if you haven't already picked up one of the various versions out there, I imagine with that avatar guy, it probably would have controlled better with good old with the Xbox controller rather than a mouse and keyboard. That honestly threw me for a loop. I was kind of expecting to be kind of very similar to the Android version, but well, can you tell I don't play that many tower defense games? Oh well. Yeah, well, I'm Dave, and that's what I've been playing. You are dismissed! Nuggets!